Hello, everybody. I don't really have anything to talk about right now because there's some interference in my room and I can't think logically. Therefore, I'll tell you what new pill I'm on for anxiety. It's called like lorazepam or something. It's called Advian is another name for it. It's called like Loreazepam. I don't know, something like that. Um, But it's like I went for a stretch of like not having a lot of drugs, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling a little anxious, and so I like told my doctor, and he's like, okay, take this. I'm like, okay, and I feel that constant, like it drags you down a little bit, and so that's a familiar feeling for me. It's like I can visit those days when I was really dragged down by the medicine, and it kind of makes me feel comfortable because it's like I'm not like suddenly well or something. It's like I can revisit those days when everybody thought I was sick a lot, and it was really sad for me. Because it's hard to let those things go and forgive the people who I don't believe in what they said about me and what said about me. Anxiety pills, yeah. I don't even look at the detrimental effects anymore, like, side effects, blah blah blah. That just worries me too much. It's like stupid because, obviously the big reason why you'd want to take them is to get rid of an ailment, and that's the main topic. It's like, go like this, like, there's a square divided in two. The top half, is your ailment, and the bottom half is like things that could happen to you. Um, if it's this big, if your ailment is really big, then I might as well just like embrace that because your ailment would be as big as the side effects could be or something. I just deduce it like that. I don't worry about the side effects because worrying about the side effects, like maybe the side effects like happen more, like made me more anxious and make me believe that they were there and stuff. And it was just awful. So I don't even want to like go through that kind of stuff. If I feel bad, I know I feel bad, but I don't know exactly why I would feel bad, and I don't give a crap why I would feel bad. I just know that I would feel bad. So yeah, it kind of brings my dreams into a doldrum, like sad dreams, like almost like nightmarish came again. Um, it makes me remember those times when they were happening a lot, and I was on like a million antipsychotics. But when I stopped the antipsychotics, I began to believe in myself more, and they went away. But I just kind of feel like I'm so happy that I'm losing weight and everything. I do not want to make another person jealous, another doctor jealous, and then have them give me more pills and stuff. So I'm gonna like ground myself with anxiety pills, and I can hear the voices saying, "Good, Heather, that's very good for you." But you know what? It's not. It's just the way this earth is. The earth goes round and round and round with many energies, and obviously, a psychic wrapped up in the psychic world and the hectic medical business world is a strange combination. But also, I believe I'm guided more and grounded more in the psychic world, and my gift is to the medical world and the hectic business world. An enlightenment of sorts, sorting out their energies by analyzing how to get through a therapist, how to get through a mental ward, how to, because you can't be truthful all the time because people still persecute psychic ideas today, just as they blasphemed mental illnesses in the past by torture. I can't get my head around that right now, that it's only relatively better today because I know that's a fact. Because true peace is true peace. It's not relative to pain in an incremental way that's like still makes you feel a lot of pain. I would simply like to address that fact and like exercise it from the doctors and teachers, but it doesn't happen like that. My spirit guide makes me follow myself and comes into myself. Good, good, good. They're telling me really good right now, because that's what I'm supposed to do. But I know they know the sound of snapping. I know they know the sound of goodness in your own head, when your own spark meets exactly what you need to do. Um, it's like when the two poles meet and they're in unison. Um, I believe you could control that and test them and make like it sound bad, but as you say it well, um, it's just a square to analyze. It's like the Rubik's cube of mental health in the U.S. in the year 2011. You can like screw it around and see exactly what the therapists know. Obviously, they've hurt me. My voice box right here is like jiggling, tingling. Um, I can't express my sexuality in there because, indeed, it's like stagnant in those places. They're seriously sick. Um, can't breathe in there. If you know anything about like masonry or like how the buildings can be constructed, especially holy places. Um, Feelings resound in there. God, you can feel His presence. If there's any elements like gold or that enhance goodness and vibrations of truth, um, you know, truth is so needful in those places that it should be a holy shrine place, because it is those places that magically you can go to hell in your own consciousness, because the sexual energy is not liberated. Um, Energy is not liberated in there. The other person is not the answer. Um, and they don't address that. It's easy to assume that because all are human. And therefore, my teacher, who is like a hypnotist, he's practicing me to be a very strong speaker, so that I could even hypnotize the person as I talk to them. Um, and I don't feel bad about that, because imagine a slave trying to get away from a white person. Obviously, they have satanic magic in their blood, in their stream, their different paganism. Obviously, there's magical practices around the world that are astounding, miraculous. And to stun a person like that, um, I don't do that. What I do, I am in line with God. And the more in line I am with God, the more the other soul hears me. And I don't talk to the person, I talk to the soul, I talk to the inside of the head, which is exactly what a hypnotist does. I'd rather hear truth than hear on the surface thoughts, because sometimes I cannot even register those, because they're mixing on the surface with internal truths that are supposed to guide you, and you know that equation doesn't mix for me, and therefore I'm confused. Einstein flunked math, etc. It shouldn't be looked at as something diplomatic and you read it in a book. No, if you're a genius of something, it's your play toy. It's the world. I just have not met any therapists who are quite as interesting as Carl Sagan Jung or whatever. That was a bad energy right there. And if you're talking to these types of people, trying to give them enlightenment or whatever, you really have to know how to control yourself, because you get a lot of negative vibrations from them. So I am deciding on whether to postpone my therapy meeting till February again. I hear them saying, no, don't do that, etc. It's very bad for you. You're like, the more you want something, the more they try to press you down. And so it's like repressing your desire to want in their presence, because people come, they come, and it's just like when they get excited, they'll punch it. Um, the animal sees a bone, he'll bite it. It is talking to that place in the mind. And actually, last time with Amber, my therapist, at one point I saw her eyes, and she was like, it was insane, the vibrations. And when I do that to people, it like scares me, because it's like, okay, right now you're in like awe or something, and yet if I act like, if I don't say all these genius things, etc., in the vibration that you want, you will tell me that I am like decrepit, and give me such low vibrations that it is something that I need to work on as a psychic, as an exorcist, as a clearing out the energy of rooms. That's exactly what I did at my last therapy session. I just felt all the pain, and she's like, what pain? Can you not see the depths of hell a human mind can get into, a human soul can get into? They can learn how to be automatic and react and say the right things. And that's what I did for my whole life. And I was very legal and admired by teachers, by authorities, by people. Because I was so good, And I was very good at like many things. But I did not reveal my soul to anyone before that, and I felt just like I was in a box. This isn't right, to be treated so well and to be nobody. It's not what I want to do for those people who believe in me. If you believe in me and I'm untruthful, I'm leading you astray, and therefore I find my soul. I found my twin flame soulmate out of this desire. I prayed to God after reading a book by what's that? He's stream of conscious. He's like Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. That inspired me to want to serve God for the rest of my life. And I did pray and like feel His presence, for the first time officially, because I officially wanted to like love Him. There's just so many mysteries that I can't see life as anything but learning and teaching what I know as other people learn and teach what they know. Everything is like that, because the universe is so big that it's just an exchange of information. I don't see things on a small level, and if I did, I'd still have pain on a level that I used to, and therefore I must rise above normal mentalities and like think differently, like a different part of my brain. Like also I learned how to go undetected with my thoughts, because truly you can't think certain things in certain people's presences, and also I do this to people unconsciously, and the presence does it to myself. You may see like this part like shrink, kind of like a divot. What that does is exercise any like extra thing that may offend someone and get yourself into like deep trouble that you don't even intend to get into, and that like keeps me protected too. I believe hallucinations are visions, and if you led a schizophrenic to think that way, he would be sane by the standards of shamanism, etc. Spirituality is just the way, and it shall be analyzed and dictated even by science in the future, because it is a reality and it can be measured. And when science meets spirituality, all of that shall be reality, and not any extra reality, not any like analytical reality or whatever. Well, maybe it's just like spirituality will be a part of reality. I tried to like talk to one of my therapists about like other dimensions or something, and he's like, no, Heather, another physical dimension. I don't think he wanted to even think about non-physical dimensions, and that's like the heart of like what I study. So, it's so very odd to be in this position. It's what I'm ordered to do though by my God and spirits. It's like diplomacy for these schizophrenics that can't defend themselves because they haven't had the external validation that I have had of spirituality. They haven't had significant miraculous events occur to them on a level that connects with other events that have happened to sane people. It's just easier if those things have happened, to talk to therapists, know to succeed in your schizophrenia and believe still in the ideals that you've touched upon in that state. Word salad, etc. I can see someone listening to this who's not connected to my energy structure and seeing this as a word salad, because I did watch one of my videos where I was detached from feeling myself, and it's just like going in and out of dimensions. It didn't sound as I thought it would, but I forced myself to see that way just as an experiment. So perhaps understanding schizophrenia is a matter of connecting with the soul energy package of the person as she talks, because all intentions can be seen in a person if honesty is expressed in the looker. If you aren't honest, you aren't going to be able to save the other's life, because what they touch upon, the sickness people, is matters that are like astoundingly difficult to express in this world at this time, and even feel at this time. That's what seeking the light is. You go through a lot of crap, the evidence of the world, it makes us human, etc. crap, and the avoidance of such small importances is what creates friction in the world, and therefore that's why I seek to expose my problems to myself and clarify any questions I have so that I may be peaceful and not feel guilty for perhaps, making hate. What I have found is that a human in this place unavoidably creates hatred. Contradictions occur because the truth is not fully realized yet. How I can see this is that jealousy may be inflicted in others, for any human on the earth, enlightened or not. It's just where we live, and therefore armor is exceptionally important. If you want to talk about these things, here comes my boyfriend. Alright. Yes, fear. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go clean. And I love talking because, like, I seriously wanna have a business someday, be an author someday, spiritual business of some kind. And talking makes me know how to be sane in this world. So, but still, I don't know if I want to talk to my therapist, like, on a monthly or even bi-monthly basis, because it does bring my mentality to that level, and I can't explore the realms of what I want to explore if I'm brought down on that level in that constant time frame. The rhythm. It's like if you want a bass rhythm, you listen to bass type of ideas, if you insert, the more frequently you insert high vibrational beats, the more you'll hear them, and the less time you'll have to listen to your bass and perfect that music. But obviously, I will have to go if she says I do. So it's like a win-win situation, actually, because God is like a dictator sometimes, and I'll learn in my mad genius self how to talk to people that aren't interested in this stuff. At least there's this, like, YouTube and everything, I can, like, see how my place in the world. Right. I'd like to be a teacher or, like, a preacher. Some people, when I talk to them, they're like, don't preach to me or whatever. Stop preaching. It's kind of funny because I do want to be a preacher-like person. Therefore, I guess I won't talk to those people in that manner. That's another long story. It's a story about patience and avoiding what you don't need in your life. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.